I don't really know how it works from here on out.
Your life. Okay, hi, my name is Elisha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. I have a group of readers at wisdomseekers.net that were very good. I'm here trying out this particular model right now because none of us have tried YouTube live and we want to see how it works. If anybody's out there and clicks into it, it came on a lot faster and easier than I anticipated, actually. Ask me a question. And I have my daughter will be reading the questions out to me. In the meantime, I will just simply pull some cards. I have been doing this since I was 19. I am now a few years older and beyond that. I think the last time I counted, I'd been doing this for like 46 years. Might be a little longer now.
All right.
I don't know.
So first things first, we have a bunch of people saying hi.
Hi, everybody.
Starting with Lakshmi.
Hi, Lakshmi. Aparna.
A lady named Rachel Snow.
Hi, Rachel.
Lakshmi then recommends, I'm here!
Awesome.
Maria Hera and Jenny Jones says, hi.
Hi. I know a lot of these people. That's really cool.
Lakshmi says, please tell me how my week goes.
Your week. All right.
The questions begin.
All right. So don't get impatient. Was the very first card that pulled for you. See, the very first was impatient because you're just not looking at the bigger picture. But partway through, you have a change of heart, and it's a very deep change of heart, and you enjoy. The rest of the week comes out really good for you for work. And this is a master craftsman at his job, and you were very good at it. And you know you're very good at it. You're just a little impatient at times because you're just too good at it. Right, Aparna?
Roxanne Herring goes, hello from Davenport, Ohio, Iowa.
Hi.
Rachel Snow waves. Roxanne Herring asks, apologies, dogs are playing.
Yes, they're not fighting, they're just playing.
Roxanne Herring says, will I get paid out?
Jen?
Will I get paid out soon from my currencies?
Be paid out for her currencies?
Will I get paid out soon from my currencies? Yes.
So the first card I get is how you're feeling about it. I got a bit frustrated because it's not happening the way you want. But the second card that comes out is the world. And that world card is when you come into new things. So in this case, you're asking about your currency. So it looks like yes. And the third card I pulled, which isn't really necessary, it's the Justice card. And the Justice card suggests that it's been a long time coming, but that you are getting what you deserve. And the fact is, this was the only card you really needed, which says soon, pretty soon, you will have a lot of energy moving, a lot of things coming into your aura, and they come in it, and it says gifts, which means yes for the currencies. And my other daughter that was here playing with the dog, she was supposed to be gone.
Jenny Jones said, "Is there any love coming my way?"
Jenny Jones. Okay.
Okay, you three. Time out.
Sorry about that. All right. So the first card is the Ten of Swords. And this is what you're feeling now. And this is what this is telling me is that you've been hurt in the past. It's in the past. Leave it in the past if you want to go forward into something. Really? Sorry, I really apologize. It was nice and quiet. If you want to go forward into the future and have love, you need to allow the hurts that are in the past to not allow it hurt anymore. And if you can change that, then yes, you will be surrounded by beauty and satisfaction. You will be very pleased with what it says. But until you can minimize the emotional pain of the past, it's not going to make a difference. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to yell because I'm the boss.
No, I think we got it.
Okay.
But moving on, because we have a bunch of questions flowing in real quick.
I'm a little overwhelmed, to be honest. I've done this before on Facebook, but doing it on YouTube, it's a whole new matter for me for some reason.
Roxanne Hiring says, hopefully soon. Lakshmi says, awesome, thank you, to their personal readings. Maria Hera says, a message from Spirit.
Do you have somebody special on the other side? Just let me see if I can pick up anything. They're very pleased with you. Mind you, they're always pleased with you but there's a lot going on. You don't know what's happening because right now you feel like maybe things are at a standstill. You're not doing as well as you should be. But if you could see it from their viewpoint, which is higher, so they can see a broader area, you're actually doing really well. So there's things happening over here that you almost through, something over here you're almost through. And right now you're dealing with this. It's a little bit more thicker, but you're getting to that place. When you get to this place where the energy that is stopping you is almost through, all three of them will push out and you will do amazingly well. And the outcome will be that this is the world card, but from the physical level, things will come into shape for you in the physical in a very positive way, which creates a lot of abundance. And what your form of abundance may be, that is what you're going to attract. And if it happens to be a new business venture, a new job, or a job that has been at a standstill and you want to move on, things are going to start moving on very quickly and nicely in that direction. All right.
Cat Bill 1 asks, hello, may I have a financial card, please, and thank you.
Financial. I never just do one card. My cards like to tell a story. So they always tell a story, whether I want it or not. Okay, first card I got for you is the Princess of Cups, which is the inner child, but it's the happy, healthy inner child. But she wants you to know something. So right now it says be patient. Things are happening behind the scenes, but there are things that are moving. Generally, when you get this card, it does mean that the outcome is going to be positive, but not yet. And this one is the moon. It is again similar to the inner child in that it has to do with your subconscious. So pay attention to your subconscious. Listen to what it is saying. When you feel it here, then you know that it's right to move. And the outcome card is very positive. It's the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands means you have all the abilities, all the knowledge, and confidence to deal with it. The card that's the biggest one right now is the Patience card. But it's coming. So you will be fine. I promise you. And if you can figure out how to jump dimensions or alternate phases, you can bring that in closer to you. And how you do that is basically feeling the way you want to feel. And then your alternate timelines will converge and you'll get that faster. If you stick on the same timeline, that's a major arcana, the patience card. So try feeling how you want to feel when the finances come in, and you'll find that you pull the two timelines together. All right.
Rachel Snow asks, who is my true love? Where is he? And is he coming anytime soon?
Well, that's a really difficult question because there is no such thing as one true love. And I don't know who it is. And if I did know, I wouldn't tell you, because if I tell you it's Tom Jones and you wait for somebody called Tom Jones and Tom Jones doesn't come in, but Fred Jones comes in, you say, yeah, but you're not Tom, you would ignore him and he might be the one and only for you. So let me see what's coming in soon. I feel that there's somebody there very shortly for you. Somebody who is not what you would anticipate, actually. Somebody who maybe hasn't quite got the same type of looks that you're usually drawn to, but he has everything that you really need. He has the personality that would support you. He has he has the finances that are positive. And regardless of what people say, love cannot buy happiness. I mean, money cannot buy happiness, but it goes a long way to making life a little less stressful, which does bring in happiness. Well, it's soon. Where? I'm getting a coffee shop. If you don't drink coffee, then I guess you're out of luck. No, that's not true. But it's a little. It looks like a little store. It could be a coffee house. It could be a place where you go and have a donut. But it could be anywhere else too. It might be something you're just walking past this place, and that's just the background. So keep yourself open to any potentials, because life is not written in stone. Life is many highways, and it all depends on how you choose. So if you go this way, and you say, I like that door over there, and you turn, then your whole potential switch over to here, and you have a whole variety of new potential highways. So stay open, stay clear, and Mr. Right, for right now at least, should be there, and you should have a wonderful summer. All right.
Roxanne Herring asks, thank you so much. I hope I have love coming soon.
I hope you do too. Did she ask you? Let me just... But if you put in the work and the effort, you're going to receive a reward. That's for sure.
RL asks, will I get the health and safety job that I am waiting for the response for?
Let's put it this way. You have a 90 to 98% chance that you will get it. And as I just said, nothing is written in stone. But it appears that you have all the qualifications and all the abilities that are required. And what this card is telling me, that you should be using your intuition to answer that question. So you already know the answer. You have it right here. Good luck. I think you're going to do really well. And if that's not the job, then the one next, or in close proximity, is the right job for you.
I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I'm going to butcher this name. Gaurav Signal. Again, apologies. Hi to you. Do you see a career transition of Globetrotter public speaker for me? Thank you.
So you're really good at what you do. You're really good at speaking. And as long as you hold that energy, that then yes, you should have this. And I do see you, well, it's not globetrotting so much, but I do see you on a ocean liner. So it might be that one of your first gigs is talking on a ocean liner, or you get to where you want to go via ocean liner. I do suspect that you're going to be a name to be reckoned with in the area you are. You're really powerful in your knowledge. Your what's the word? You really love what you're doing. You really love what you have to express, and you're going to be a name to be reckoned with. And keep up that jaw de vie, because that will take you so far. Okay.
Our next question is, sorry, it scrolled up on me. Latonya Jones asks, hello.
Hi.
Is big money coming in?
Big money. I hope so. We all want big money. I suspect that you already know the answer to this, because I picked two cards. They're both major arcana. One is the Emperor, and one is the Judgment. And the Emperor lately has meant positive, being on top of things, being the master of it. The Judgment is coming out of the dark into the light, knowing exactly what you want. So I would say that, okay, yes, Nine of Cups. And that's the wish card. It's being on cloud 9, but that means you get to make a wish at the same time. Generally, when people ask me that question, I go, yeah, I really like to say yes, but in this case, I'd like to say yes and yes. Congratulations. I think you already know that's coming in, and you're just verifying. Good luck. All right.
Roxanne Herring, a frequent commenter, asks, is an old love coming back to me?
Hang on, Roxanne. Let me ask. This is called psychic silence, by the way. I coined that for myself. You want him to. The indications are that he may, but you're not yet at the place of saying, yes, he's coming in. But the energy is very positive. So don't give up, but I can't say yes for sure. But it's very positive energy. All right.
We have a couple of thank yous, a lot of them. So let's just
put a lot of thank yous back then.
Rosie Rodriguez asks, may I have a question? Of course you can. Joni E asks, how does Jason see me?
Okay, again, psychic silence, because I have to go in to hear. What was his name?
Jason.
Jason. He's very shy. Thinks you're really nice. He's really shy. So, he likes you a lot, but he's really shy. And I said that 3 times because he's really shy. So that means whether he'll make a move or not probably depends on you. If there's a way you can move forward and be subtle so that he thinks it's his idea, not yours, because he is that kind of a guy. He wants to be the one to make the moves. He wants to be the gentleman. If you can allow him to know that there's a potential for you two, without him realizing it. I think it will go really nicely. And once that's done, then that's a whole different ball game, different dance questions then.
Rosie Rodriguez asks, what is coming up in my love life next?
Didn't I just answer her?
Yeah, but she, after, because I also wrote,
okay,
yes,
okay,
feel free
okay.
to ask your questions. And since
That's
we're
fine.
going,
Well, do you like to dance? Because I see you out dancing, and it looks like a dance of joy. And I feel that, fireworks behind too. Cool. So it depends where you are. If it's someplace that you're going to be soon where you're dancing and there's fireworks and it's lots of fun, the 5th of May is coming up. I think everybody in North America celebrates that basically now. I would say that there's something, a potential romance right there. So that enjoy yourself, allow yourself to be vivacious and enjoy and happy. That will attract what you're looking for. It's the joie de vie that people see in you that people find attractive. All right.
Ruth Graham says, hi, I hope you are well.
Thank you.
I love my job teaching people how to swim. Will I still be teaching for a few more years?
Actually, I think it's going to shift. I think you're going to get a little bit more responsibility. It does appear that you may be teaching people how to swim, but I also see you teaching people how to do something else. So maybe it's teaching old people how to exercise in water, or maybe it's teaching people how to be good lifeguards. I'm not sure, but I do see a shift and change, but it's not one you're going to hate. All right.
Baby Boo asks, how can I overcome my anxiety?
That's a long. Basically, what I suggest is grounding. When you can ground, this is a quick grounding energy because we have a meridian down the center. So just grab air, pull down, and you'll find that both sides of your hemispheres go together like that. That gives you a band-aid so that when you start to become anxious, you've got a minute to breathe. Then there's a lot of other things. If you can find specific ways to ground, one way to ground, if I can find it quickly, which I probably can't, is grab a rock, granite. I don't have it with me quickly, but just grab a piece of granite, hold it, because it's one of the most common elements on earth, and it represents earth and grounding. We want to ground into the earth itself. That will help. These are band-aids. Anxiety is something you need to look at inside yourself, in your soul. And that's because anxiety is caused by fear of the past, not the fear of the future. Because some things in your past have caused you to feel anxious, so you fear the future. But if you can look at your past and deal with the smallest issue, the tiniest issue, like, did I lock my door or didn't I lock my door when I walked out? You just make a point of putting elastic band on your hand, and when you go out, you see the elastic band and you say, okay, I gotta lock my door. Whatever it is, the smallest issue first, and then go up to the second smallest. And pretty soon you'll find that you can breathe easy and without overthinking things. And the hardest part about anxiety is you have thoughts constantly moving in your head, right? And without the thoughts, you can't have anxiety. So if you can calm the mind and not think of anything, that also will help. I tell people to think of toast. Why toast? Because toast is boring. What can you do with toast? It's either light brown, dark brown, or black. And you just look at it and think of toast. And it's sort of, yeah, that's boring. So that your mind calms down. I use it. That's why I recommend toast.
Another good thing a couple of people have suggested, not in the chat, but just in general, is count out of order.
Right.
Like 120 to 105.
That helps a lot because our logical mind cannot, it jumps in the logical mind, and so the emotional mind cannot deal with the logical mind and the logical mind at the same time. But yes, that works really well. So grab air, count out of space, try to calm the mind. But mostly, the most important thing is just ground. And there's many grounding things on YouTube or whatever. I have some on my Facebook page. If you can find it, I think they're under videos.
Yeah,
Okay.
the links to all of our videos, not under this description in particular, but in all of our other videos here on YouTube.
Or on Facebook. This one's on Facebook.
But the links in the other videos will lead you to the pages that these videos are on.
Yeah. All right. Facebook is Wisdom Seekers.
Erin Lou says, "Hi, Elisha. Good to catch you live."
First time, actually. I'm a little intimidated.
Could you pull a card for me for love, please?
Okay. Of course I can. Makes the world go round. Oh, cool.
Copyright.
I don't think so. I think it's over in 50 years.
I mean.
Okay. The Fool. And this is a great card. The Fool is new beginnings. Anything is possible. Any potential is possible under this. And you're surrounded by your angels. You're surrounded by other energies. And you're searching for, and nowadays it's really good actually it's really good because we're in the middle of a shift. Everything is changing. Everything that we have known in the past no longer has any validity. So what we thought in the past was, I'll never find somebody, because now is most likely we're going to find somebody because it's easier to move forward as with a support team. You are also going to be acquiring more information, more knowledge. I suspect this is about yourself because the Fool is all about learning. You're learning about yourself. The more you learn about yourself, the greater the potential is to find somebody who you love. Because the more you love yourself, the more love you can get or give. And this is something I say all the time. The more you love yourself, the more you can love others, because you can only love equal to how much you love yourself. So that's a bit of a conundrum, but the answer to that is love yourself a great deal so you can attract a wonderful human being. All right.
One of our earlier questioners, Cat Bill 1, says, "Thank you, very positive, blessings." Sam, I'm going to butcher your last name. Ariel. This.
I can't see it.
It's way back.
Okay.
Hello, I would like to know if my dream of making music will take me far in life. Thank you for your time.
Well, first of all, you have music in your soul. So your dream, bring the dream from the dream state Make it part of who you are. So you want to make music every day. Go out and be a busker if you have to be. It doesn't matter as long as you're making music, and do it. Put it on YouTube. Do what I'm doing. Just get out there and do it live. Sing, dance, enjoy. Do it with joie de vivre, because that is one of the secrets of attracting what you want. And the answer is, if you embody your music, don't keep it as a dream, but keep it in, bring it in, and just love it while you're doing it, then yes, there's no problem. It's how you envision your future. If you envision it as in the future, it's going to stay there, because your subconscious only understands now and then. All right. And with your subconscious is an idiot savant and does exactly what you ask. So words are mantra. Speak in the present tense, not in the future, and feel it in your heart. Good luck.
Kelly Orozco.
Oh, I want your first album.
Kelly Orozco says hello.
Hi.
Gina Joyce says, I would love to hear what the fates want me to know. Blessings.
Okay, Gina. Let me see. Well, your fates are amusing, to say the least. And they say, it seems to be there's a lot of happy other people on the other side. You know, the angels and the guides and the ancestors. They're very happy today. They're telling me to tell you to go out and enjoy life. Live life to the fullest. Stop worrying quite so much about what may be or what other people think. As long as you feel it's good and you feel it's all right, that's the most important thing in the world. I mean, pay attention to what you think. That's very important. You don't want to go out there and do something just a little bit off the wall simply because you're supposed to be doing something off the wall. You want to do something off the wall because it feels good to you. So go out there, paint a bit, take off your hat and dance a bit. But the biggest thing they're asking me to tell you is to smile. That's a very strange request. Smile. You've got the most beautiful smile. All right.
Kelly Orozco comes back and asks, will I meet the right man for me in this May?
You will meet the right man for you this May, for May. But if you're thinking long term, I think that might come a little later in the year. I don't know why, but for this time, just enjoy what's offered to you. It's sort of like it's a practice run.
Kasisu, probably butchered that. I apologize. Asks, I'm curious to know if now is the time to start videos and start sharing messages. I've been putting it off for a while.
Well, if you've been putting it off, then it's probably time. But let me ask, Cassie. Oh, yeah, you're overdue. Definitely. And this is you telling me to tell you you're overdue. So you can do it. The only thing that's stopping you is yourself. And you're telling yourself to remember, practice makes perfect. Go out there, make a few mistakes. You should have seen my first few videos. Oh my God.
They're hilarious.
They are actually hilarious. And
Still on YouTube.
And no, they're not, because my daughter knows how to crop things out. But oh yeah, I made some Lulus. but it's all fun. And my daughter likes to watch a lot of YouTubers, and what they say is the more personality you put into it, that's yours, the bigger you'll get.
I mean,
And I see something like 50,000 followers coming up for you. Can't say it'll be overnight, but that is just a beginning. But it might take a little while to get there. But you know that you have that goal to start, then you go on beyond that. And I'd like to see your video, so you make sure you send to me so I can see it too.
Rachel Snow, another previous questioner, says, Thanks, y'all.
You're welcome.
Still standing. My name is Ashley, and I wanted to know if this guy named Hosa what this guy Hosa sees, how this guy Hosa sees me. Thank you.
I apologize before I say this. I am really sorry. I'd stay away from him. His energy inside is not what you see outside. I don't think you'd be happy long term with this person. I don't, even as a friend, his energy doesn't vibrate like yours does. You vibrate much higher. And I do think you would be wise to walk away. I apologize.
Hugs Kisses says, Hi, I'm single. What is coming for me in my love life?
Hugs and Kisses is the name?
Yeah, that's the username.
Well, I think if you're out to have a fun and a good time, I think that's what you're going to achieve. I don't see anything at this moment, and I'm only looking for a couple months. I don't see things shifting and changing for a serious long-term relationship, but I think you can have a lot of fun just going out with people in general. And if you're not looking for something serious, then it might sneak up on you. But basically, I'm saying just go out and have a good time, whatever that is for you. The guys tonight like to dance. They seem to like to dance because I'm getting a lot of hilarity, a lot of this is fun. Let's keep on doing something fun. So find things that you really enjoy to do. Spend time doing that. And if you've got best pals, go out with your best pals. You never know. But don't expect anything because, as I said, that's when it sneaks up on you. But at this moment, I can't see. And I've only a month and a half, 2 months that I'm looking. All right.
Charlene Willard asks, I'd like to know what's going on with my love life.
Well, when I ask you, you just sort of throw up your hands and say, I don't know. So let's see if we can get a little closer. So what you're telling me is what's happening with your love life is because yourself, you're not sure that this is what you want. I mean, you've set it up so that it appears to come from outside of you, but truthfully, you are not sure this is what you want. And you really want to step back and do some deep thinking. And so don't stop it, whatever you're doing, but do step back and clear your energy. You know, smudge. I guess smudging would be this way. Smudge your energy aura, clean it out. Imagine, I personally just use a vacuum cleaner in my imagination and clear my aura out. Sit down and allow the images to come to you, because I think this is you not sure what you want. And until you're sure what you want, and it's probably not what you think it is, because subconsciously I think you want something totally different and more. I would just take some time to find out from your heart. All right. I wish I had more exciting news that said something else, but this is what you told me. All right.
Latanya Jones, previous commenter, says thank you. Alex, hello. What does my ex Capricorn currently feel towards me? Thanks.
Alex. Well, it's just your ex still has feelings, but I am intimately aware of what Capricorns are like, since I have a daughter that is one. The chances of things shifting and changing, even though the Capricorn still has strong feelings for you, positive feelings, is not much going to change. Why? Because Capricorns are the most stubborn human beings on the face of the earth, and that's why.
You love me.
I love you. But so I can't see the energy shifting, but the energy is actually, they actually care a great deal about you. So whatever it is that your Capricorn doesn't like in your behavior, if you don't change that behavior, sayonara, baby. If you can change that behavior, and that's something you have to think about, whether you're willing to change and not be who you are, then the chances are things would be different. But it has to be a real change. It can't be just on the surface change. I wish I had better news for you.
Jen Ganda asks, will my
I love your name.
will my Aries ex still have does my Aries ex still have feelings for me?
The Aries ex is a bit conflicted, and he might have feelings for you, but at the moment they haven't resolved some of the issues that were going on when you became exes. So at this moment, I don't think you want to go too close to that. You want to give them time to calm down, to think things through, and start remembering more of the good than the rough. And honestly, your Aries ex is a bit cranky. All right.
Rachel Snow, another previous commenter, asks, may I have another card story? I don't have a question. I'm a Scorpio.
I have a good friend who's Scorpio. I adore her. She's been my bestest friend for years. Okay. This is a really weird one, but here we go. So things are not. This is a card. It's usually a business card It's also a card of learning to stand on your own 2 feet. It's a business card where things aren't going quite right, but not horrible. So right now things are probably not going great, but it's not usually horrible. The next card is the Minor Arcana, and it's a 2 of Pentacles, and it says, be patient. Things are happening behind the scenes that are going to shift and come out in your favor. What makes it really bad? So the next card is the Major Arcana, which basically says the same thing. So be very, very patient. Things are happening behind the scenes, big time for you. I would take this time to work on yourself, to find out what gives you joy and happiness, because the outcome card is the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is a mature form of joy and happiness. So what's ever stopping you now and telling you to be really patient, it's going to work out in your favor, and it's going to be good. So take this time to learn about who you are, to enjoy who you are, and just go with it. You'll be amazed at what it brings you. And good luck.
Rosie Rodriguez says, another previous commenter.
Yeah, I recognize the name.
I never go out dancing, lol. I wish I did though, lol. She also says, thank you.
Go out dancing then. I mean, it looked like you were having a blast. But even if you go out dancing and just watch the dancers from the sideline, the energy of being alive is what is calling you. And it looked like an old time dance. Didn't like the modern type that I love doing, by the way, because I grew up during the 70s and I did all those kind of dances. Hip hop, not so much, but disco and a few other things I'm not going to mention. Go out, watch, enjoy. It actually kind of looked a bit like round dancing. I think you go join a troupe, do some square dancing. That's what it's called, square dancing, with all those flippy skirts that are so cute. Nobody does that anymore, right?
I think it's still pretty popular.
Well, could be. I don't go, but then I've got a new knee.
Jody Kohut says, do you have career advice?
Jody. So that's a very serious question you're asking me right now. For you, it's very serious. You don't appear to be happy with what you're doing. Maybe you love what you're doing, but the situation you're in, you do not appear to be very happy. Either look for a different job with different people, or maybe try doing a tiny bit of upgrading. It's not like you have to go back to university and get a big upgrade, but maybe there's one little thing that you could take, one course that would open up the area for you in a big way. It does feel like the situation you're in is more at fault than you. You have a tendency to believe what other people are saying about you, and maybe you should stop and think that maybe they're wrong, because I don't see you as being the one that is wrong. It does not feel like the best environment in the world for you. I can only wish you good luck. The only way to change that is to change the way you think. Namaste.
Erin Liu says, I didn't know there were no cards. Any love messages for me? She also adds, where did that other comment first go? I must have had it read ahead. Anyhow, any love messages?
Okay, for Aaron Lou.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're going to be very happy very soon because the picture you showed me was you bursting out in song like you were on Broadway, you know, one of those old Dancing in the Rain kind of places. I think something's coming your way. I think it's going to be something you would truly enjoy. And you're coming from a place that was very dark, and it's time for a change, because the dark card I got was this card, which means you spent a lot of time looking at yourself and healing, and it's time for a change. It's time to create a bit of magic in your life. And the only person who can create magic is, of course, yourself. It is also telling me that you are moving up a level, energetic level. So if life has been a really bit hard for you lately, that's why. Because when you're between the old and the new, it feels like you're walking in a fog, and you can't see where to put your footsteps, and you don't feel like you've got any touchstones or any grounding, and it's very, very, very uncomfortable, which generally means you're not there yet, but you are moving there, which you did ask for love and balance. And so everything to do with love for everybody, doesn't matter who you are, is you look inside first, you learn who you are, you love who you are, then love comes to you. If you do it the other way around, you're likely to attract something that is not as positive as you deserve. But having said that, you did have that picture of you bursting into song and delight. So I think maybe you've done all these things. And now in the near future, and the near future can be up to 2 months, 3 months, probably less than 3 months, something wonderful will happen for you. And I'm going to, it's been about an hour, right?
Yeah, and apologies to the people we didn't get to. There was a lot of you.
I really do apologize, but I'm kind of fizzling out and I'm going, woo. But I will do this again. And I will get some of my readers to do this again. But please go look us up on Facebook. We're Wisdom Seekers. We have Phoenix. We have a phoenix that looks like that. And we have a lot of cool things. We have a lady that she's Bayou trained, and she's really cool, and she can tell you. Well, we have an article. We have a video up on curses. We have a video up on a few other things. So we have a medium who's Lilydale trained, and she does readings for mediumship, but she also does believe or Be Live, which is our Facebook program, which talks about mediumship. And we also talk, like, for instance, what it's like life between lives and what happens when the child dies. So we have some pretty exciting readers. We're brand new, but we are really good because I only choose the best. All right. So please come check us out, see what you think. And with that, I'm going to say namaste, namasko. Bye-bye. And I apologize to those we haven't reached.
We'll get to you soon, hopefully.
We will try and get to you soon.